One of the most important books that I've ever read in my life is The Destruction of Black Civilization. It was finally crafted by the esteemed and honorable master teacher, Chancellor Williams. And in this book, I learned of a man's journey towards fulfilling that which was needed for our people. The destruction of Black civilization is a product of 16 years of effort. Not only did the esteemed Chancellor Williams reach the highest pinnacles of historical understanding studying in the academy from the European perspective, he utilized that knowledge to then traverse the continent, speak with the people, gather the records, and conduct. He went through 16 years of staunch effort, holding this burden for our people. And even with the greatness that is revealed in the destruction of Black civilization, the esteemed master teacher himself said that the work was not yet completed. However, he needed to push it out because the time had been far spent. And if he wasted any more time, the message could not be reached, or the message would not get to who needs it. And because of his decision, because of his efforts, I stand here today with a new mind, with a renewed self-confidence in myself that I could have never gathered without his efforts. You see, Chancellor Williams' Destruction of Black Civilization is dear to my heart because it's one of the first books that I've read on Black history. It opened my eyes to where we really came from and how long we've been here. It answered questions that I didn't even know that I had. It enlightened me to a democracy that our people shared all across the continent in ancient times. It highlighted how we even waged war differently before our contact with the Europeans. It presented a fine-tuned plan of what we need to do going forward if we want to exhort Black empowerment into the fascia of our reality. There's one man who, well before I was even born, brought forth this book that is still reigning supreme as a golden comedic tool, a quintessential tool for all Black people to read of all ages. This is one of the most important works. If you don't read another book in your life, I highly recommend reading The Destruction of Black Civilization to honor this great man, this great Black man who is now our ancestor. Without his efforts, we wouldn't know who we are. Without his efforts, I wouldn't know who I am. And it's urgent. It's urgent. I press this book on almost every Black person that I encounter. If they have not read it, read The Destruction of Black Civilization. I don't care if it's the only book you read. Read The Destruction of Black Civilization. It will change your life. It will open your eyes to what is beyond the locked doors of our ancient history that the dominant society wanted to keep us from seeing. The Destruction of Black Civilization is a book that I will forever be thankful for. Thank you, esteemed and honorable ancestor Chancellor Williams, for your sacrifice and your example. May we walk in the same light, pressing forward to such an avail that we produce the message that our destiny calls us to produce. Thank you once, thank you 1,000 times, thank you an infinite amount of times, Chancellor Williams, for being my hero and saving my life. 1.